To check in, you're going to go under the acquisitions column, receiving and invoicing, and receive. You may or may not see all of these options. This is sort of the default administrative menu, so you probably will not see all of these options, but this is where you're going to go. So under acquisitions, under receiving and invoicing, and under receive. Once you get here, again, you're going to want to search, and there's a lot of different ways to search here as well, but you can search by title or whatever you want to search by. We're just going to search by title. We are looking for continuous versus one time because this is going to be ongoing. So if we just click on continuous, you'll see the list of everything there. You can sort by item description. So there's some sorting abilities there. So you can search any of these columns that have the little arrows on them. You can search by or sort by. So again, we're going to go back to our search this way. You can see there's some information here in terms of the location and things like that. If there are multiple locations, you should just see your own location, but if there are multiple locations, just make sure to choose your library. And then you're going to go over here to action and then receive. So that's action and receive, and that will bring up a menu. And we're going to do another one of these so you'll see what this looks like. If we had already received this title, we received an issue of this title, this would be filled in, and we could just do duplicate, and then that would save us some work. So we're going to go through that step next. In this case, we have not received this one, so we'll just need to start from scratch. So we're just going to enter our enumeration A is the volume number. Enumeration B is the issue number. In this case, we have 2. Chronology, that is going to be chronology I is going to be the year. Chronology J is going to be the month. And in our case, we do not have a date. So K would be the date. So if this was like June 19th or June 15th or something, then we would put that down here in the date. If, to get the description to format correctly, if you do not have a number, so it's just the month issue, then you are going to want to go ahead and just put the close bracket on that so that it will generate the description. Once this is all in place, we've recorded what we need to record here. Then we're just going to click on generate, and that will format our description, which will display in our serials item record very nicely. The other thing to note here is the enumeration tells us a little bit about what we're doing, and it also gives us information about our retention. So in this case, we're retaining the current year, and we may need to remove earlier issues as we're checking in. Once we have gotten all of this done and it looks good, if we needed to change the date, let's say we wanted to backdate it, or if we were receiving after the winter break and we wanted to backdate them to before that, you could change it up here at the date. Otherwise, it's going to pre-populate in today's date. Then we're just going to go down here to the Go button, far right, and we're going to click on Go. And that will create what we need to have. So let's do one more so that we can see what it's going to look like when we are adding a new issue. Okay, so to add our next issue, there's a couple of things to note here. If you click on the item description, that's actually going to take you out to the bibliographic record, so that's not really a way to receive another issue. You're just going to use this action and then receive. So you'll just do the same process again. And then once you do that, then you will see that we now have all this information filled in. So we can just click on duplicate, and that's going to fill in our information. And now we need to update it for the current issue that we have in hand. So as I flip through my issue here, I have volume 57 and I have number 3. So I'm just going to update 3. And 2017 is going to stay the same. It's July, so I'm just going to update that. And you can see that saves you a little bit of time. And then I do need to click on generate again because otherwise it will keep this information and appear that we have duplicates. And there, it has fixed everything. If I did have, let's say this was July 15th, if I actually had the date to put in, then I would just put the 15 here, and I would need to, if it had that parens there, I would need to take that out to format it correctly. So just so you can see what it looks like, it will format correctly. In this case, I don't have a date, so I'm just going to take that out, put my parens in so it'll format the description nicely, and then click generate. Now once I click generate, I'm going to go ahead and go. And then once I get done here, I'll see that I have my two descriptions for the two things that I've just checked in, and I'm going to save everything, and then I am done. So that's how to check in a new periodical using Alma in the manual process and using the templates and other settings that we have in place at the University of North Georgia. Thanks.